Your entertainment committee wants me to be the necessaries for the show.
Live from our Jackson Studios. Live from the Midtown Jackson Studio and live from well into Deep 13. This is Lasco Cafe on Spreaker with the animalistic Jay the Brain Man, the animalistic Matthew the Wizard Nichols, and the pause for consideration, Steve, the Baxman Baxley. I'm Franklin Pangborn, your announcer, with Morgul as the friendly drone. Let's go to the cafe and find out what's going on and join the guys on a whole crowd. It's Lasco Cafe on Spreaker. Welcome, one and all, to the Coursing and Ball. This is...
I know we're out here.
Yeah, so the recording's been going on for about 6 minutes, so I hope you don't mind the extra footage.
Okay, this is what you expect on this program. And we got
extra stuff to put in the... I'm going to sound like a tin can. We got just... I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We will? Oh, yeah. Of course we will. We're brilliantly minded. Anyway, I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. Let me introduce the rest of the mighty band of Thundercats. We got the one, the only, the man who is Betty White's favorite chew choy, the undisputed, undefeated, intergender wrestling champion of the world and manager of the year. He'll say it all in one big breath, ladies and gentlemen. The host of WrestleMania HUD on Spreaker.com, Jay the Brain Man, presents it. And he hosted along with me, Humble. The one, the only. I think we just got attacked by Russian midgets. Anyway, and of course, where would we be without this man? I don't know, but I'm glad he's with us. Ladies and gentlemen, the gamer's best friend, and by gamers, I mean everyone, including certain wrestlers of AEW. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend, the myth, the honey mustard to our hamburger, I give you Matthew the Wizard Nichols.
Sup?
Okay. Oh, and once again, for those of our listeners who do not know our guest, who has been here for Native American Month, please do introduce.
Hello. It is Shikopa of the Lakota tribe. It's a pleasure to be with you all once again for this final week of Native American Heritage Month.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our gang. Let's give all of us a hand. Okay, friends, Romans, countrymen, we begin first, as always. We go to the wise one to see what he has on his mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your weekly dose of brainwaves.
Computer smiling me.
And that's your weekly dose of brainwaves with Jay, the Brain Man. Okay. This may be one of two popular segments on this show, of which I'll be happy. And now that we've given you a brainwave, let's give your gamer mind a chutzpah boost, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Franklin Pangborn, back from his little holiday. Get to it, Mr. Pangborn.
Thank you. It's time now for Gamer News with Matthew the Wizard Nichols.
Thank you, Franklin. Alright, this week on Gamer News, well, currently on Steam there is a Steam sale going on, the Autumn Sale, which has been running through November 25th up to December 1st, which means it's almost over, so you got about 2 more days left to take advantage of the sale. There's been quite a lot of good deals on Steam. In other news, for all you Warframe players out there who own the PlayStation 5, the next-gen version of Warframe, the PS5 upgrade, is finally here. It came out on the 26th, which means it practically came out on Thanksgiving. So yeah, that was a Thanksgiving present. Which means 4K 60 frames per second for us PlayStation players, and yes, it is crossplay, but you gotta re-earn some of your trophies again since the trophies didn't carry over. But the rest of your progress will carry over. So pretty much on Christmas, I'm pretty much gonna be playing the PS5 version of Warframe along with the PS5 upgrade of Destiny 2, which comes out this Friday. No, oh wait, it was next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday is when it comes out. The next gen upgrade of Destiny 2. Thank you, it was the 6th or it was 8. I know it's on one of those 2 days. And like Steve said, AEW is making a wrestling game, and they got the director of No Mercy helping them. And that's pretty much it for gamer news.
And that's this week's Gamer News. I'm Franklin Pangborn. Join Matthew the Wizard Nichols next week for another edition of Gamer News. Now, back to the Yuts.
Well, wait a minute. You just came back from vacation. Why are you calling me a Yutz?
If the shoe fits, wear it.
Oh yeah, that's right. We inadvertently docked you a little pay for not being here about 3 weeks ago. We do apologize. You got your full pay.
Well, thank you, and I'm sorry for calling you a Yutz. Schmuck.
Wait, when do you pay your employees? 'Cause I don't remember you paying anyone.
I have to say that it keeps him amused. I pay him I pay him in Cocoa Puffs. He's hooked on the stuff.
So I'm guessing, he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs then.
Yes, you better believe I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's nice to know I'm not the only one in the group.
Hi, Jimmy. In
Oh,
case you're
Jimmy.
wondering, that's another one of Happy's imaginary friends, Jimmy. He's been on the show before.
Jimmy, yeah, he's one of our crew members here. Actually, he works over at Matthew's studio, the Midtown Jackson Bureau.
That's Mike. And you know what else I'm cooking for?
What?
Some delicious, some of my friends cocoa bubble cereal porridge good breakfast. And yes, I did the swipe. I did the trick right out of cocoa bubbles.
Oh, great. What? Oh, man. Really, Jimmy? So, not only does Frank gotta worry about Barney stealing his Cocoa Pebbles and Fruit Pebbles, now he's gotta worry about you. Oh, my God.
Anyway, folks, it is time now for us to bring you a little entertainment news. And we begin with a little sad note. How sad? Very sad, ladies and gentlemen. Because the original Darth Vader, David Prowse, passed away at the age of 85. Star Wars alums and fans paid tribute to the tall actor who played the iconic role. And we'll just give you a little bit. This is from Mark Hamill. He posted an Instagram tribute. And he said this, quote, "So sad to hear David Prowse has passed. He was a kind man and much more than Darth Vader. Actor, husband, father, member of the Order of the British Empire, 3-time British weightlifting champion, and safety icon, the Green Cross Code Man. He loved his fans as much as they loved him. Hashtag RIP. Prowse passed away Saturday at the age of 85, his manager confirmed. He was cast as the iconic Vader for his imposing 6 feet 6 inch frame, but the role was voiced by James Earl Jones, who also got some fame. Of course, James Earl Jones, as you know, became Mr.
This is CNN.
And of course, he had that nice little role in the Lion King. But David Prowse, we shall miss him. I think somewhere on YouTube, if you can find it under Moricom and Wise, is a sketch that he appeared in where he was Eric Wise's bodyguard. And I will say that he looked more than 6'6". I will state rep on. So just look up MORECAMBE and WISE and just put down David Prowse, PROWSE, and you shall find. Hopefully they still got the up. Because that was one of the most hilarious parts of the broadcast. Okay, The Croods, A New Age, garnered $9.7 million in 3 days in the U.S. It beat Tenet debut. The sequel minted $35 million over the Thanksgiving stretch. 3, 2, 1 stretch. Let's see what else we got here before we hit wrestling and before we hit our other stuff here. There is also a film that people should be seeing if it's streaming or can actually go to a movie theater to see, and that is Zappa, the I'm going to just say biopic done by Alex Winter. Alex Winter's Zappa took a look at the experimental trailblazing musician. They had the theatrical releases, but the sobering figures reflect the number of people who are actually going to theaters during the pandemic. Zappa's day and date release also struggled with 7 runs in 7 markets. There was a silver lining in Orlando with a movie called Enzian, which grossed $852 on Friday. Whoa. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and Peacock, the streaming service from NBC, had to issue an apology to Selena Gomez after its reboot of Saved by the Bell ridiculed the singer's kidney transplant. Epsay. Mustn't do that. Okay, and that is a bit of headlineous news from the entertainment world. Let's take you for a bit or two of some wrestling news before we head on to our main event of the evening. And speaking of which, just one little tidbit here. For any of you who may have seen the big boxing match between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, I gotta say this. I think Snoop Dogg's found himself a new gig. He was one of the commentators for the event. And I'm going to say, not bad. Not bad at all. Unfortunately, the match was yawn. I wonder how much that event garnered on pay-per-view. How many people bought it? Anyway, let's get to it. Earlier this week, it was reported. Yes. Earlier this week, it was reported the card for WWE TLC was considered up in the air as creative continued to figure out what the lineup would be like. In a new report from Ringside News, Vince McMahon has given the green light to 4 matches. 2 are title matches. The Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. WWE Women's Tag. Hello. Teleprompter going up. Thank you. Tag Team Champions Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax versus Raw Women's Champion Asuka and Lana. Dear God, just give her the release so she can sign with AEW. The other bouts are Jey Uso versus Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton facing Bray Wyatt. The report also noticed the proposed match between WWE Champion Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman is no longer on the card due to Strowman sustaining a knee injury at Survivor Series. Now, tomorrow night's Raw features Riddle versus Keith Lee versus AJ Styles, with the winner receiving a future shot at the WWE Champion. So, gee whiz, I wonder who's going to meet up with McIntyre at TLC. Okay, it is time. Are we all here? Good. It is time now to bring you our grand final as our salute to Native Americans takes a big sayonara with hello pop-up with Charlie Hill from the Winnipeg Comedy Jam. So if we're ready on that, and then we'll hit the general with the belch of the week. Let's go to Charlie Hill.
By the color of his neck or anything like that, but I don't want to hear that crap, Indian. I'm an American. Why don't you go back where you came from? So I camped in his living room. Last week I was in Washington, D.C. did a show for members of the American Indian Republican Party. 3 of the nicest gentlemen I ever met in my life. We had an Indian name for George Bush. We call him Walking Eagle. Because he's so full of shit, he can't fly no more. And then coming out here to Canada, because of him, everybody's on high alert at the airport, which is stupid. How can you be high and alert? You know? And the president, for that matter. So there's all this security at the airport, you know. And I resent, every time I go to the airport, I get searched. And I resent that being native. Where's an Indian going to hijack a plane anyway? Take me to Hobima, you know. So I'm sitting on the airlines, you know, in the middle seat here, and there's a redneck sitting on each side of me, and I'm thinking, you might have stole my land, you might have ripped off my culture, but you're not getting these damn armrests, I'll tell you that much. What Indian nations do we have here tonight? On the count of 3, everybody yell out your nation, okay? 1, 2, 3. Fantastic, just what I thought. I heard somebody out there going, wannabe. You know. That's cool. That's okay. You know, we're all welcome here in the circle of humor tonight. Welcome everybody who came. You know, everybody. Welcome here. Everybody. Everybody from different nations and tribes. Welcome. You know, we're all related. You know, and the white folks, you know, it's nice you all came here too, man. We're all related, you know. And you're not really white, you're all pink like raw hot dogs, you know. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking to the ones outside, you know. You all came in here to laugh. There are differences between us, you know. Basic differences. We're all related, but we are culturally different, you know. Sometimes you go to a white man's house, and he's got a big coffee table book, pictures of Indian elders. You don't go to an Indian's house and see a bunch of old-ass white people hanging on the wall, do you? This is Milton Berle, Ronald Reagan. Never see that. The white folks out there, not you guys, okay? I'll make sure they sign my check first. But we always see these wannabes at the powwow, and they always want to be, you know. So I wrote a commercial called Genericy. Say, wannabes, are you tired of being left out in the cold with no native heritage? Unaware of your Indian roots? Or maybe you have no Indian roots. Feel uncomfortable at powwows? Well, soon you'll be out there singing and dancing with the rest of us, thanks to Genericy. Yes, 1 spoonful of Genericy, and your native roots will start to grow back instantly. You'll never feel spiritually inadequate again. Taken as directed, Genericy increases wisdom, and stores earthiness, and makes you one with the universe without a prescription. So try it today. When someone asks you your tribal affiliation, just say Genericy. You may not be able to prove it, but you'll know it in your heart. Caution, side effects may include suicide, poverty, disease, religious persecution, and general loss of land. Thank you. Good night.
Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Hill, we thank you very much. Let's give Charlie a hand. And to our guest, what did you think of his performance as our opening and closing act?
You guys picked a really good Native American comedian to end this month on. Rest in peace, Charlie Hill.
We second and third it. His memory will continue to always waft in the world of comedy.
Yes, indeed.
And now, last week we had Lieutenant Timmy. This week he's back. Mr. Pangborn, if you will, please.
And now it's time to give somebody a belch. It's time for the belch, the insidious belch of the week, presented by Spit.
Isn't it time you had some? What?
Well, we actually don't have a sponsor for this, so. And here he is, General Big Jimmy, Billy Bobo Schwartz, and Lieutenant Timmy.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, at ease. First off, Matthew, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty well. Better than last week, that's for sure.
Ah, yes, I heard it from my vacation, and Timmy, Lieutenant Timmy, I told you not to say who I was with. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but well, they wanted to know, and as you know, we don't have secrets here. Well, except for one. Yes, Father. Well, now you know Jimmy is my son. Yes, yes, Father. Okay, you two, now that we've done that. Oh, yes, and to the brain. I love your waves, pal. I love your waves. Keep it up. And how are you feeling, sir?
Unfortunately, he's been having some technical difficulties up the ass for this next show, which is why we had to record in Bandicam.
Okay, I hope he's good. Now then, this
If internet permits.
this is going to be one hell of a good show. Well, let's get to it.
And permits. Down.
Well, guys, this week, the belch, I'm giving it to Sheila Ford Hamp. It's Hamp, not Hemp, Bex, man. Well, sorry, man. Anyway, she did the wrong thing. Now, while I say she did do good with the firing of Matt Patricia and Bobby Quinn as coach and general manager, respectfully, she should have done it two seasons ago. You should never hire anyone from Bill Belichick's area because they wind up to be nothing more than dumb bulbs. The fans hope that, Sheila, you would sell the team. Because as Steve said in his sports show, y'all ain't got no sense in football. But, oh well, we got to get used to you and your family owning a football team. It's a joke in the National Football League. Maybe if you guys moved it to Canada, maybe they'll do something good for a change in the Canadian Football League. Lord knows what would happen if you sent them to Australia. So, for screwing up an entire week and 3 seasons with mid-par, subpar selections of coach and leaders, we say and give you, Sheila Ford Hamp, a belch. Ready, Lieutenant Timmy? Yes, I'm ready. Hopefully the internet's ready. When ready, fire! Now, that, Belch, isn't under review. But boy, did it do a gosh darn job. I'm
And an extra one, and an extra one for Rick. If you know, you know.
Yeah, okay, and I will see you guys next week. Dismissed. All right, thank you very much, General and Timmy. Thank you, guys. Okay, that is going to wrap things up for us here on the most wildest show you can ever think of. And we'll be back next Sunday, God willing, to do another 30 plus minutes of comedy and entertainment for you. And we want to thank all of our guests, including our Native American friend, for joining us. Next week, you never know who's going to join us. Not even us. So for the brain, for the wizard, and for our guest, who please tell us your name again so I don't forget it.
Shakopa.
Shakopa.
Shakopa Neru.
Shakopa Neru.
Shakopa Neru.
Nehru, as in the jacket. Okay, Shakopa Nehru. One of these days, I'm going to wear one of those jackets.
It's Shakopa, not Shakopa. Oh, this is a hilarious way to end this show.
We need a laugh, and trust me, we got our laughs here. Folks, thank you for tuning in. Even with the bloopers, bleeps, and blunders, we bring you the best. Thanks, everybody, for listening in. Till next Sunday, have a blast.